Welcome back, guys. In this video we are going to learn about brute force directories using OWASP ZAP. If the basis scans are not enough, you can use a word list attack and directory brute force through ZAP. This would pick up pages that are not even indexed. So how to do it? Very simple. First of all, open your ZAP, and after manually setting it up, open your Firefox browser. Go to Settings, change the proxy. You can also use the Foxy proxy for changing the proxy, but let's do it manually. I will just put it to manual proxy configuration. Click on OK, and just now we have the damn vulnerable app open with us. So now we need to open the tools and click on options. As you already know, the options will take some time to display, so let's wait for it. So from here we need to go to Forced Browse, and the Forced Browse you need to give it a file. This file will be containing some passwords, and these passwords will be used in brute forcing. So just click on Select File. I have already downloaded a password file and I have saved it somewhere in the password list. You just need to identify your file, that's it, and then now click on OK, and now click on OK. So here and your damn vulnerable website are any websites which you are going to attack. Just click on Attack and then click on Forced Browse Site. Now what will happen? The OWASP ZAP will start attacking on this side with the file that you have just provided. So you can see it. Here we have our required timestamp. We have response timestamp, we have method, we have URL, and we have code here. What is the reason? And we have also the size of respective header. So just wait for it. It will check each directory and it will try to brute force it. Now let's brute force a form to get credentials. Although we already know the credential, let's see if we can use ZAP to obtain credentials through a brute force attack. So now let's begin with the brute force web login pages using OWASP ZAP, as we have already opened the damn vulnerable app, and here we have a login form. But before that we need to understand that if you wanted to do the same with the burp suite, you would need to intercept the request and then pass it to Hydra. However, this process is much easier with ZAP. So how we can do it? Very simple. You just need to open a login form. Here we have our login form. Just use any credential with it to capture our request. I am just using admin and test123 and click on login. That's it. So you can see we have username and password is incorrect. Open your web app. It will have successfully captured the request. You can see it here. We have damn vulnerable app and vulnerabilities. We have brute and we have get login username and password. Now just right click on it and click on attack and click on fuzz. So now here you can see the username and password. Here we have username is admin and password is test123. Now what we need to do is we need to give an idea to OWASP ZAP to replace the word that is the password with some other text. And these texts will come from our passwords file. So you can download different password files from internet, from GitHub, or from any other repository where all the passwords that are leaked so far are present. So I'm also using a file which contains some passwords. So how we can do it? Very simple, just select the password that you are going to replace with many password, and we are going to test one by this. So just select your password and click on add. Now click on add, and then click on the type is string, OK, and then click on. Here you need to click on file and select your file. Our file is present in password list. I will just select this file. Okay, so you can now see all the passwords are being displayed, so I will just click on add. So now what we have done, I have given a directory. I have given a file to with web to load the password one by one from it and replace it with this password, and then send the request to our web server or the login form, and it will return a result to us with the password which are being successfully and getting logged in. So now we need to click on Start Fuzzer. So once when you click on Start Further, you will start requesting, you will start sending different passwords. You can see here or payloads different types of passwords have been sent, and you can also see the status that is reflected, the size response of body, size response of header, and all these important messages. So let's wait for it to complete this file and it will return us with the result. So it will take some time because our file is much big. So I'm just going to stop it here. If you want to just run your complete file, you can go for it. So I'm just clicking on the state and you can see we have these password as reflected. So there may be some false positive. So what we can do is we can ignore the passwords that are lesser than 8 characters. Let's just click on state, and here we have all the reflected password. Just ignore all the password that are less than 8 characters. So let's check it out if we have any password in getting successful and that are greater than 8. So here we have passwords, so let's check this if this is going to work or not. So here we have password. Let's just put it out the password and click on login. So let's see if it is working. Yes, we have successfully brute forced it, and it is saying welcome to the password protected area admin. Yeah, so this is how we can brute force a web login page using the OWASP ZAP.